Welcome to DeFi Crypto Today. Today we're talking about PancakeBunny on the Binance side. We've talked a lot about the Polygon side, right? Yeah. But we didn't talk about the Binance Smart Chain side. PancakeBunny started on Binance, and then they added Polygon recently. And the project is pretty successful. There's $794 million invested there. As we know, they were hacked a couple of times this year. The opinion that, although I think the team is pretty good overall, they probably need better auditors. So they had an audit back in January, so that's like 8 months ago. And DeFi moves very fast, okay, so they should have more, they should have a new audit. I would recommend that they do. Simply because their previous auditors didn't find the bugs that were in the system, okay, or find like weaknesses. Perhaps there were like no bugs in their software, but there were weaknesses in the system and the way they operate. And a better team of auditors might have been able to find a way around those bugs, right? Okay, so I kind of like the bunny people. Yes, I like the bunny. Because they have interesting pools, and they seem to be making efforts into improving the system, correcting the bugs, adding more security, and so on and so on. So let's have a look. They have several active pools, as you can see. There's a couple dozen of them. And these are the most popular. There's $64 million in this, the bunny pool, bunny maximizer. So if you've got some bunnies and you want to maximize them, you put them in there and you get 379%. If you also have some cake and you want to get a high earnings, you get cake and bunny for 279% here and so on. Now, this is an interesting pool right now because it's for, well, they say limited time. They're giving a really high interest rate here. If you buy the Qubit token, which is PancakeBunny project, which apparently has been audited recently, like this month. I haven't seen the audits yet. It's not yet published, so get it published. I want to see it. And because I like to read audits just to be on the safe side. On the other hand, you know, you can the project, it's in pre-launch, okay? Project is called Qubit. If we go back here, they're talking about introducing Qubit. It's a new lending and borrowing platform that the bunny people are trying to put up. It's not yet ready for launch. They're in pre-launch right now. I think they were waiting for the audits, and they're probably fixing some bugs and fixing the interface and so on. Let's see what happens when you connect to this thing. Connect. Not much happens. So just the intro page at the moment. You can have a look at it and read what they're talking about. We got some more information at the bottom here. So eventually it's supposed to be a new way of lending and borrowing. It might be good, it might not be, I don't know yet. On the other hand, right now I'm more interested in earning the 1800% on their token. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what's available at the moment. Now, this is something that we're talking about security. PancakeBunny decided to add the bug bounty. They decided to have a bug bounty, and basically, if you're a white hat hacker, you could win up to $250,000 if you find bugs in their software, and they're going to reward you with up to $250,000. You see the conditions. You can read that yourself. So it shows that they're taking the security a bit more seriously. They're offering money for hackers to help them fix their problems, if they find any. Now, if we look at what RockDuck has to say, they say that they weren't eligible for the rating because although it's a large and established yield optimizer, they're pretty big. They've been exploited on the BSC and the Polygon side. They're still surviving, and they implemented compensation. Here what they say is that they should engage auditors like Paladin or PeckShield. Actually, they just did hire PeckShield for the Qubit project. So I think they're listening. Hopefully they're going to get a new audit on the main site as well. I don't know what their plans are on that subject. But yeah, they need to figure out, okay, the potential exploits and vulnerabilities, as RockDuck says so. Because, you know, auditors are auditors, but there are different kinds of auditors, and they look for different kinds of bugs, and maybe they weren't looking for these types of exploits, and that's why this happened. Okay, so you need people with experience in finding bugs, exploits, vulnerabilities, anything that can go wrong, right? So if you hired an auditor and it's not doing the job, well, find another one. And that's what these guys have been recommending here. So anyway, so what this means is that if you're planning on investing on Bunny, on the Binance or Polygon side, do it with caution. Be aware that there's a chance that something can go wrong. It already did. Although they did take some measures, they did fix the code, they did new audits on the new project, the Qubit project, and so on. It's never perfect, and you can invest today, and tomorrow the hackers get in the system, like it happened to me a few weeks ago. But I like Bunny. They have interesting vaults, okay, with various risk levels and very high interest rates. So you can put a little bit of your portfolio on projects like these, okay? Check it out and see what you think. Now, they have a very active Twitter feed, okay? If you want to connect with them, okay, they have their Discord, their Telegram. So make sure you get the official accounts, because there's a lot of fakes and a lot of scammers that try to fake this and so on. So get the real deal, okay? They say if it's not on this list, it's not an official channel. So use only the official channels. And here they announced that they had their Qubit PeckShield audit. So PeckShield has a pretty good reputation. Hopefully it did a good job on Qubit as well. And hopefully we're going to be able to read that audit. Where's the audit? I want to see it. So hopefully we're going to read the audit at some point, and maybe we can start using Qubit. I'm always interested in lending and borrowing platforms if they're easy to use and if they have good rates, especially on either on Binance or on Polygon would be nice. Because on Ethereum, frankly, too expensive. All right, also Qubit has its own Twitter as well, so you can follow that if you're interested, and come and have a look at it. Okay, so that's it for today. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Download the free book or buy the book on Amazon. And we'll see you again next time. Have a good day.